All right, I'm unmute. It's already unmuted, so don't say anything bad.
Namu Tabutsu.
Bro, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, Baguette just told us. What do you mean?
Sensei Baguette just explained it to us, man. I know exactly what the Nama Nama Jabba Dububutsu is.
Man over here acting like he in Naruto.
I was about to say,
Jutsu,
it's something about a jutsu, yeah. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Roleplay. Okay. We're live.
We're live.
We're live. So,
Damn.
do y'all want to give a what happened, or should I?
If you want it, you got it.
So we'll just say, yeah, once y'all, you were doing the job to escort Yaba 2 up to Oaken to drop off some stuff. Things went a little out of whack. You ended up having to save him from a camp of jagged knives, where you fought the Minotaur buy-in and cut his head off, then used his head to stab a couple other people. But in that encounter, y'all acquired some information and a book. Just kind of the book was about like demonology, I guess you could say. And so you decided to. You also found a letter that was kind of alluding to something happening on the 25th of the current month that you were in. So you sent word to Emeris, finished your job, went to Oaken, raced back to Port Fortune with a day to spare. Did some little housekeeping stuff. And then on the day of the 25th, you were kind of out, like, patrolling, not necessarily like guards, looking for suspicious people, but you were out patrolling looking for suspicious people. Samlin, who's is a sorcerer, so he kind of has an arcane sense, was getting a weird feeling off of this dude as he walked past y'all, as you were kind of like down towards the dock area. And as y'all went like up north into the city square of town, a few other figures also all kind of collected at the center of the square and opened a rift to what could presume to be like the the realm of Zadix, which is like the realm of demons. And so y'all fought a very fearful battle against the summoners and the demons and the henchmen, but ultimately were victorious, even though it was got a little hairy there for a while. But immediately after that, I think it was Az that was like, hey, we should probably go check on Emeris just in case. And as you headed south, you saw that the docks were completely like, ravaged, like there had been almost a full-blown war that happened there, with bodies of soldiers and demons and, just jagged knife bandits just laying everywhere. But you went ahead and quickly made your way to Emeris' office, where I think it was Tuglow kicked the door down.
Yeah.
And so you kicked the door, and it was dark on the inside. There was no additional lighting. There's a little bit of light coming from a window, but there's no, in this of higher repute office space, typically they have like candles and braziers and stuff like that lit to give more light because they're doing paperwork and official stuff like that. But all of the lights were extinguished. And so there the party is in front of Emeris' office, door kicked open, darkness ahead.
Darkness ahead.
Let's see, everybody's looking
fucked up.
Tuglow has 507 armor slots marked, 2 HP marked, 2 stress. Az isn't that bad. Samlin's about as good as Az. But alright, what y'all wanna do?
Can we take that 5-minute recess?
I mean,
just go. Go.
I mean,
go.
you technically you could, but you kicked in the door, so.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
I'm gonna look
Happened in the
around.
Discord.
No. He AFK'd because he's gonna go take a shit. But he takes like the world's fastest shits. Like I swear to you,
Well,
this man
he
is
turned
gonna
off
come
his
back.
camera, and so it put me into the like my Discord things that I have cut out. It's like my camera and then Baguette's like profile picture. But well, yeah, we can just wait for him to get back then, I guess. If he's a speedy boy.
Yeah, no, that dude literally oops fast as hell.
I mean, I will if I don't have to, I won't. But if I got to, I will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know, I like to.
Oh, if I'm
like
at home,
take my time.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm out here like I'm a Namu Amida Butsu on the toilet.
Bro, shut up.
Oh.
Bro, I had Jersey Mike's for the first time today.
Jersey Mike's.
Yeah. It's a sandwich shop. This shit's expensive as hell. But it's pretty.
Is it?
It's pretty good. Well, I got like a big sandwich, whatever they call them. They have a special word for like it's the sizes. They have mini sandwiches, regular, and then they have, I think they call them giant.
Okay.
But I got that giant sandwich, boy, and it was pretty decent. It was fat, like it was a lot of food. But
what did you get? How was it?
It was a club.
Club?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, don't you gotta be careful with the club, because I think clubs might have some.
I got bacon on them. It's no big deal, as long as you know, like we were talking about, as long as you don't eat it every day, you know.
Yeah.
But that's I'm one of those, like, I love bacon on a sandwich, dude.
That's fair.
Like,
unlucky for me, I think I have to take some medicine tonight. Yeah. I think I feel something weird.
Yep.
So it's like,
little chunky ass been going too hard.
Hey man.
I'm just kidding.
You know, I honest to God, I think I have been. I think too many sweets, not enough water, and we went to like a Korean barbecue place. On top of like I had a steak today,
bro,
and then I think I just went back to back on it too much.
That's you messed up, man. But was it good?
Oh hell yeah!
It worked.
Hell yeah, it was.
You got until Thursday to get better.
So I'm gonna hit this medicine before I go to bed and fucking clonk.
Which I don't think this isn't gonna be a super long session.
Okay.
Cause. Yeah, just cuz.
Just cuz. What's up, cuz?
What's up, cuz?
You know, this must have been like a serious shit, because this is the longest he's ever taken. I'm so serious. Like, this dude, he'll be like, oh, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go take a shit. He'll leave. We'll be talking about like one topic for like a minute and a half, and then he's like, oh, I'm back. And it's like, did you just sit, wipe, flush, wash your hands, and come back? Like, there's no way that was like an enjoyable shit.
Maybe it's not coming out as easy this time.
Probably.
Go to my channel. Fill into the Infinity Castle. What's the Infinity Castle? What is that from?
What do you mean?
StarCraft in chat.
Oh, the Infinity Castle is.
You were like, what are you talking about? How did you know about that?
Yeah, I was like, what? The Infinity Castle is basically the upcoming last arc for Demon Slayer.
Yeah, Melissa's like, doesn't it look good? Have you seen the commercials? Doesn't it look good? I'm like, dude, you quit. You smoked me on that shit earlier.
Yeah.
Because that's something that I would have watched with her, but you know, she just went ahead and watched
left you in the
Right,
dust.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. But I mean, to be fair, it is a phenomenal anime.
yeah. There's just other ones that I think if I was going to watch anime, there are others that I would need to watch before that.
Okay,
Like
so
I should
you
finish
remember...
I should finish Attack on Titan now that it's done.
Oh no, please don't.
Why?
Save your time.
No,
Save
no,
your
no.
time.
See,
No,
I'm one of those
yes,
people
save
that's
your
like
time.
I'm not spoiled on anything except for like obviously the big things that everybody talks about, but I don't know the intricacies of it. But I'm one of those people like I don't care how a show ends really.
Well, no. I like. Okay, well, I hear you. I get what you're saying. For me, it was like they were like, "Here's the final season," and then they say, "Okay, here's the final season, season 2, part 4," and I'm like, "Fuck you! I'm not watching this shit anymore. I quit. I just stopped watching. I didn't give two shits." So fuck all that.
StarCraft, I think you get quality options whenever Twitch gives a damn that you are there. So
Damn.
I think I'd at least need to like get to 75 followers or something and all that junk. You can try putting it on auto instead of source and see if it'll like downscale it itself.
Yeah, Baguette, that must have been a difficult one for you. It's like the longest that I've ever seen you have to take a shit
Was
for.
that a struggle for you, Baguette? The upcoming scene? Are you
I want to
nervous?
say I am a little bit uneasy in the sense of I feel like a boxer that just went through round 1 and I'm very much not anticipate. I'm very much not looking forward to the round 2.
I'll be praying for your success.
Right.
Namu Amidabutsu.
Namu Amidabutsu.
All right. Well,
But I should be okay.
Okay.
So we are.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Fellas,
It's
apologies.
okay. We
Yeah, no, all
talked
good.
about you pooping and a little bit of anime. So
Jersey
it's-
Mike's.
Jersey Mike's. Yeah. So it's all good.
Yeah.
All right. So. Boom. Tuglow just kicked in the door. What are y'all doing?
Everything is dark.
It's dark. There's a little bit of light coming from like the windows and stuff, but it's it's getting to be the evening, so it's not super bright. It's fairly dark in there.
I want to look on the desk and see if there's any papers or any kind of clues as to where she is or if something bad happened to her.
Okay.
Any clues in the room,
Because this is like the reception area. This is not her office.
Oh, it's not her office. Okay,
Right.
okay.
Because you just kicked in the door to the building, basically.
Okay. I kind of want to go to her office, just personally.
Okay. As you walk in, and you walk kind of close to the reception desk, you feel something wet and sticky under your feet as you walk past.
Yo, what is this?
You kind of
It's
look
nasty.
down, and you see a pool of dark liquid, and the pool leads back to behind the desk, and you see, you notice the receptionist laid over on the floor.
Oh!
With what you
I would
assume
like
is
to
blood.
follow up. I would like to follow up on Tug's footstep, but I also would like to take my torch out, light up.
Okay. Light up. He lights the fat doobie. And yeah, with the torch lit, you can obviously now see it as a pool of blood, and the receptionist is her back's kind of to you, but you just see the blood kind of pooling, coming from the neck area and draining, and there's a feather in her head.
No!
Oh my
no.
God!
No. Okay. Can we rush up to Amaris's office?
Okay, so
or, her room.
you dip to the side door, rush up the hallway, or up the stairs to the hallway, and there are 2 guards laying in front of Amaris's door,
Oh
Um,
Jesus.
both also in pools of blood with feathers in their head.
Oh, dude, not pull feathers. Oh shit. Okay. Um, can I like put my head to the door and like see if I can listen in and see if there's like any words coming like from the other side of the door?
You don't hear any speech coming from the other side of the door.
Okay.
I would like to kick the door in.
You're gonna kick in the office door?
Yes, I would like to attend. I would like to try that.
Okay. Um, that's easy enough to do. You kick in the door. And you kick in the door. There's not much. It's fairly dark in there. There's not much you can see standing outside.
I would like to throw the torch inside the room on the floor. You know, not near anything peculiar. Just like a little toss.
As you throw the torch, it kind of hits the ground and rolls, and you can kind of see through the doorway. Imaris is tied to a chair, bloodied,
Ooh.
battered, and bruised.
Okay. Can I use my telepathy with Amaris,
Mm-hmm.
and then ask her who did this, what happened, and then just wait for a response if she's capable of responding, if she's not unconscious.
I would say in this moment she's unconscious,
Okay.
or on the teetering on the verge of unconsciousness, not really able to respond.
Okay.
I'm immediately taken back by the recent discoveries. Fire lights up in me. My sense of duty being recalled through my magical circuitry puts me in a haze of violence, and I grab my shield, put it in front of me, and just rush into the room to try and chug a health pot into the mouth of Imaris.
Okay. As you step forward, Samlin's gonna come in behind you. Tuglow, are you going in as well?
I'm gonna wait to see what happens.
Okay. As Samlin and Az step into the room, all three of you are all of a sudden locked in place. Paralyzed, stunned, however you want to say it. You cannot move, you cannot speak. You can look around, and that's about it. And so it's like Samlin and Az, as they both kind of came in the door, and Tuglow even out standing in the doorway, all three of you are essentially frozen in space. As you hear a chuckle, and a shadowy figure steps out of the corner. He steps into the light of the window, and you see a tall humanoid of medium build, wearing a large black cloak that obscures his body. He pulls back the hood to reveal a bearded, pale face with sunken cheeks and piercing red eyes that seem to almost glow. There is definitely something unnatural about him. And as you're frozen there, he just goes, "Oh, you made quite the ruckus when you came in the door. And how glad I am that you came to join us. I hadn't expected to meet you quite so soon, but we can't deny fate. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Jasper, leader of the Jagged Knives and future ruler of Fortune's Coast. Did you enjoy our test run today? It's just a small taste of what's to come. But anyway, back to business. Heard from one of my men that they recognized a fellow in a jail cell in Oaken, taken up there by 3 individuals, do-gooders, if you will. my man pursued him and found out that he gave up some info in exchange for his life. So I made sure he doesn't have that bargaining chip anymore. But it seems you also picked up a souvenir from one of my camps, as he kind of gestures to the book on Amaris's desk. And he just kind of gives a chuckle and shakes his head. And he's like, I've heard through the grapevine of the 3 wannabe heroes who like to send my boys running with a feather on their head. Well, a piece of advice for you. Only leave calling cards if you're ready for the consequences. He looks out the window. He goes, I'll keep it short and sweet because my time's running out and my time is precious. Keep your noses out of places where it doesn't belong. Or some feathers may end up adorning those you hold dear. And his eyes like study you. And he kind of slowly paces over to Amaris and pulls out a dagger and just jams it in her shoulder. And she just like lets out a scream. He's like, maybe I'll take a trip to Terra for your loved ones, Simia. And for you, Clank, maybe a few demons unleashed in Iliot's tower. And the little fawn, I know who you are, Miss Tuglow. Maybe I should stop in Keelong and visit the scholar and the politician. And he chuckles as he pulls the dagger out of her shoulder. So, stay out of my business, and enjoy the last few months of normalcy you have left on the planet. You'll come to miss it in due time. As he says that, you start to hear the clanking of armor and shouts of soldiers. And he kind of shakes his head and he's, well, as much as I've enjoyed our talk, I must be going now. Pray you never see me again, or it'll be the last thing you ever see. And he grabs the book from Amaris's desk and kind of vanishes. And
So
the spell is released and you're free.
He took the book with him, though, right?
Yes.
He magically vanished.
Yes.
He magically vanished.
Yeah, he just dipped out. And you're free. Once he left, you were released from your bonds.
I rushed to Amaris and chugged the last health pot that I have in my possession.
Okay.
Like you give it to her, or you're drinking it?
He runs over to Amaris and suck on that. So you run over to Amaris and you help her, tip it because she's super weak, like she's teetering on death. You pour the potion down her mouth just as some guards run up and they're like, "What's going on?" And Amaris kind of starts to come to, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I thought it was the end for me." And she kind of looks over at the guards. She's like, "Please, they saved me. Don't give them any trouble. Just get me to a healer, please." And the guards are kind of like, "Oh, okay." And they go and start to kind of free her bonds and stuff like that. And Amaris, like, as they're kind of helping her get up and walk out, she's like, "Thank you again. Please come visit me at my home tomorrow, and we'll discuss all that's happened. But I need a medical attention now." And so she kind of heads out with the guards to go find a healer of sorts. And you're just kind of left there standing in the office.
I crumble on the ground, overwhelmed by the power that has grabbed me, and try to comprehend the difference of power that I've just been a witness to, and just stands there for a moment.
Yeah.
I look back at Samlin and Mislo, and they probably see in my eyes what I see in theirs.
Yeah, I would say Samlin as a, he's kind of read people a little bit. Samlin's shaking in his britches, for sure. He's like, Samlin's like, so that was the guy, huh?
fucking Jasper.
Yeah, it was him.
He must have had the jump on Emeris. How come such a powerful being was tied and near death by a single individual is beyond me.
Yeah. I think that just means we should be wary of him. Because that might be something we're not ready for right now. Tuglow?
Miss Loa, are you okay?
Yeah, are you okay?
No, I'm really shaken up because, he had mentioned, my family members, and my teacher. And if I can't even move in his presence, how am I supposed to potentially protect the ones that I love? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm just kind of in quite a lot of despair, and I don't really know what to say or what to do right now.
Well, maybe we should go try to get some rest. We're pretty beat up as well.
Is there still some guards around?
Yeah, I'd say there's probably a couple that stayed behind and are kind of investigating the scene and stuff.
I'm gonna head to one of them. Show him Emeris's badge and ask them for any updates on the fighting in town. See how it if it's still ongoing or if it's managed.
So you go over to a guard and ask him, and he's kind of like, from what I've heard, it seems that the conflict itself is over. The worst was in the docks, and then there were a few places in the city that were attacked on a smaller scale. But this was what happened here is a lot more low key than everything else.
Can I?
How about the town's garrison and the jail? Have they been attacked?
To my knowledge, no, not the garrison, and not the jail. No.
Okay.
It seemed like they were just targeting public places to cause chaos. I think there was one released at the front gate, one in the town square. There was one released in the slums, and then of course the docks.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, no
thank
worries.
You, good sir.
No worries. Tuglow, did you have something that you wanted to interject with?
No. I got the answer that I was gonna ask.
Okay, cool. Samlin's kind of like, well, I guess if y'all want, we can either take a look around or make our way back, try to rest up, and meet up with Emeris tomorrow to learn more. Because I'm sure she has something to tell us.
Yes, she must. Well, let's gather our things and.
Okay.
And water.
You do notice the vial of demon blood is still there.
Still there?
Mm-hmm. It was on her desk.
I definitely think you should grab that as just in case that there may be a time down the road where we can either use it or, have someone else study it if we come across someone.
Okay.
Who might be more knowledgeable.
You did make a good point. I grabbed the vial, put it in my bag.
Okay. And what are y'all doing?
If, like, in my head, like, if things have already happened around the town, and let's just say the brunt of it is over with, I don't really feel like there's anything else that I can do to help, as far as like clean up or heal, like healing like wounded, or anything like that. So personally, I'd rather just go back to the inn and just take a long rest, kind of gather my thoughts, gather myself. Because I ain't gonna lie, that shit stunned me like IRL. That shit got me fucked up.
It did stun me too.
Good.
I wasn't ready
not
for it.
prepared. I was not prepared for that shit.
As a matter of fact, I shot myself a second time.
We helped you out with round 2, eh?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just the beginning of the fight, though. Yeah, I'm gonna need a long rest as well.
Yeah. So I feel like the best way for me to help would be to prepare myself for like whatever may happen tomorrow.
Okay.
Especially for how beat up I got from the fight.
Yeah. Sandwin's like, we all got beat up
Yeah.
pretty bad. I think you guys a little worse than me for once.
All right, let's head back to the inn and
Okay.
and just rest ourselves.
Yeah.
So you begin your walk back, and in the time from you walking to there and as you're coming back, like the liveliness of Port Fortune is just gone, it seems. There aren't as many people walking in the streets. Most of the people in the streets are like rushing somewhere to either help somebody or you know, try to help in any way they can. So it's kind of a somber walk as you make your way back to the tavern. And as you enter what's normally, because you know the was the Low Tide Tavern is a huge tavern filled with people that come from all over, and it's normally this super loud, lively, you know, a poppin' joint, if you will. But you come in and it's just people, you know, like not a lot of talking's going on, really hushed. You see a couple of people like covered in, you know, ashes, and they have cuts and blood on them, but they're just like sitting there staring into, you know, their cup of ale. But you know, we'll say y'all, you know, get you a spot and eat dinner in relative silence, unless you want to discuss anything specifically. And then you can make your way to bed.
Before going to bed, I'm gonna go to the innkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna ask. I wanna ask him for. Hey, Mr. Innkeeper, you okay?
All things considered, I'm doing better than some folks right now.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna need you to give me candles, if you'd be so nice.
What was that?
I'm gonna need you to give me a few candles.
Candles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Candles. Thank you very much.
And yeah, they're just like, you know, the taller, they're meant to last a while, and it's like the little metal holder. It gives you, how many did you want?
Oh, just the one.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, just one.
Just one? Yeah, definitely.
And so I thank him. Use one of the nearby candles to light it.
Okay.
And I make my way outside. and in front of the inn, just near the entrance on the stone steps, I put down the candle
Okay.
and I stay there for a minute in silence.
Just like out on the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I make my way back in and go to my room to rest.
Gotcha. Tuglow, anything you'd like to do before bed?
When we say bed, is this considered like our long rest, or do you mean like narratively, flavorfully speaking?
Narratively, flavorfully speaking. Is there anything that you're doing before you rest, in which your rest will provide you this?
Is there anything that I want to do? Can I take a walk on the in the dock area just to survey and see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Because I've been very curious.
Yeah, you walk
this entire time.
You walk. You after y'all kind of part ways, you make your way outside. You walk down towards the docks. At first, one of the guards is like, "Oh, you can't be here," but you flash the little badge, and I'm just checking things out. For the five, and he kind of let you go ahead, and there are a multitude of damaged ships, actual docks, like the piers that go out into the water. A couple of those I would say are wrecked. A few of the warehouses have been kind of ransacked, not ransacked in like a like people stealing property, but just in like a sheer destruction kind of way.
Right.
A lot of the guards and volunteers are in the process of still moving bodies. They're the soldiers are being carried off, to other places, and the bodies of the jagged knives and demons are just being thrown into piles. But it's absolute chaos. Or it looks like the aftermath of absolute chaos. Which is probably, you get the sense that this is probably why no guards were coming to the town square. Is because there was a large skirmish happening at the docks. Looking for anything specific, or just kind of wanting to know?
I just wanted
curiosity.
to know.
Got you.
And I just wanted to see.
Roll for curiosity. No.
Okay.
No.
Hey, 20. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I was just very curious because the way that it had been told is like the docks got the biggest hit of it. I just wanted to see, were the piers still available? Were ships out there? Man, that painted just like exactly what I thought it would look like. Damn, that shit was spot on, partner.
So yeah, you walk around, check it out. On your way back, you do see Az kind of sitting out in the front. It looks like he's just thinking to himself. But can engage or you can go in. Either way. I just wanted to give you the option in case.
No, I definitely, if anything, I think the most that I would do is, I would see him, I'll put my hand on his shoulder and just keep walking.
Nice.
As he puts his hand on my shoulder, I whisper something to her, sorry. It feels like I've been through something similar.
Ooh. Damn.
And I just head back in and
Wow.
All right. So you all kind of, give a not so chipper goodnight. Very
Right.
solemn atmosphere. Um,
Uh,
both of you roll a d20 for me. Just click the arrows d20 by
11.
14.
14. All right.
You take 14 points of stress.
14 points of stress, you instantly die. The campaign's over.
I knew I should have killed him with them featherheads. Damn it.
So,
Oh, shit.
as
Yeah.
you go to your room to sit or lay down, however you normally do your stasis, and your mind is just racing with feelings of, like you said, like, maybe has this happened to me before? What was that he mentioned about Iliad's tower? And these are just racing as your mind as you drift off to sleep. But then you open your eyes and you're walking down what's like a curved street, if you will. And you're passing, shops and repair stalls, and everybody you see are clanks. And you walk by and give silent nods and waves of recognition to people that you don't recognize now. But in your mind, in this dream, it's, you know them. These are the people you see every day. You eventually come to like a tavern style building. And I'll mention the streets, there is a ceiling as well. So it's not an open
Street
air.
with a ceiling?
There's a ceiling.
Okay.
So it's enclosed. And the street is a gradual curve. And so you walk around and you come into a tavern filled with, clanks. And there are a few non-clanks walking around, but it's mostly people like you. You look over and there's a group of 3 other clanks that there's recognition, and they wave and wave you over, and you come and sit down and you engage in small talk about, how's your family, how are things going with this and that, and one of them turns to you and he goes, "So, as I've heard rumors we may be called to action soon. Is this something we should worry about?" And then it jumps to you standing on the outside of this large brass structure on a balcony, along with a bunch of other folks out there. Everybody seems to just be enjoying the night sky, and you're walking along hand in hand with someone. Their name escapes you at the moment, but you know who this person was to you. You're standing, sharing this moment with this person you care about, and you turn and give a sad look, and their expression darkens as the words leave your mouth. "We're going to war." And then it cuts to an armory of sorts, where you are helping others to outfit with armor and weapons. The same 3 clanks from the tavern approach you with sad looks. One speaks. "I'm worried this may be the last time we all see each other, so if it is, I just want you to know the best times of my life were with you 3 in the tavern, and I hope I can join you all there again for a drink." And they all salute you and say, "Good luck, Captain." It then jumps again as you're standing in front of a company of 200 troops. And You look around and it's a whole battalion of thousands of Clank soldiers, all standing in front of a ginormous, shimmering bronze tower. And then you hear a whistle as the leader of the battalion orders everyone to march forward. You look back over your shoulder, and on one of the lower balconies of this large bronze tower, you see a familiar figure as they wave and then turn to hide their sadness. And then you awaken in the morning. How do you feel?
I'm shocked. I wake up feeling like I've just lived another life, and at first I'm not completely sure if I awoke from the dream or if I just got into the dream. I shake my head around and I see Magpie in a corner of the bed. She jumps on my leg, and I kind of realize, get my bearings straight, that I'm where I am. And at first I want to just shake it off as a weird dream, but it sticks to my mind, and I decide to go out to take a walk.
Perfect. Rewind. Tuglow. You feel uneasy as you go to bed for the night, shaken by the events that have occurred. You close your eyes and eventually, after much unrest, drift off to sleep. You open your eyes. Whoa, all my stuff disappeared. Sorry. You eventually drift off to sleep. You open your eyes, and you're in the middle of a vast, verdant green forest. The sounds of birds chirping, the skittering of small creatures, is only broken by the light sounds of music that's coming from in front of you. What do you do?
I walk to the music. Like, walk to where I hear the sound coming from.
So you make your way towards the music. And eventually you're making your way past all these beautiful, deep, dark colored trees, mosses growing on the sides, vines. You see some wildlife. It's absolutely gorgeous. As you get closer and closer to the source of this music, it opens up into a clearing with hundreds of wildflowers. And at the center is a group of figures, all in a circle, singing and chanting. And you notice that at one end of the circle is a figure that just like radiates with a multicolored glow. And as this being turns and makes eye contact with you, it's all of a sudden like your field of view widens. And next thing you know, boom, you're in the middle of the circle. The figures around you singing and chanting. The one radiant figure speaks, "Do not be afraid, Tuglow. I am Emus. Many on Olilian call me the Fey God. I've watched you for some time now, and while I appreciate the chaos of the world, I fear for you. There are certain paths that might be dangerous to journey down. There was once another who had my eye, and even received my boon, as they claim that they would use it to quell the dispute that was tearing your lands apart over 200 of your years ago. But they abandoned their duty and broke their oath to me, and sought to use my power for treachery. They still roam the lands, scarred and broken, but are once again moving the pieces to bring about great ruin, all in the name of power for theirself. I'd like to offer you this, a touch of my favor, in hopes it may keep you on the path the world needs. And should you stay on this path and prove to me you are worthy, you may also receive my full blessings and fulfill what they had failed to do. Simply live on and spread the songs and tales of the richness and chaos of life. And she reaches out her hand to you. She's like, will you accept my favor?
I get on one knee and just humbly accept, not saying a word to her, just, because I feel overwhelmed and it's just like I feel like I can't even speak. So I just gesture as if, I'm accepting.
She reaches out and touches your hand, and you feel this blissful warmth, begin to radiate from your fingertips. And as you look up and open your eyes, you see the ceiling of your bedroom. But that feeling of warmth is still in your hand. And as it slowly fades and radiates kind of up your body, you can't help but feel a little more hopeful about these dark times. Take a hope for fun.
I'll take it, yeah. Holy fuck.
Hey, man. I didn't know you like that. GM?
Yeah, I know you had it like that, partner. Okay, shit. Can I ask one question real quick?
Yeah.
Can you repeat?
Yeah.
In the towards the later end of it, you said if I want to choose to accept, you said something to the effect of like you want me to continue to spread the what of the world. Like, you want me to continue to something of that nature. It's like spreading the songs. Like there were certain adjectives I didn't hear. I was just wondering what they were.
Okay, give me 1 second. 1 second. This thing's acting dumb. If you'll look in Discord, I will send it to you.
Oh, that would be fucking sick. Yeah, this motherfucker. Master Chef finale right there.
Master Chef
Motherfucker
finale.
cooking.
You tell me about it.
And add this again too.
That's what I was looking for. Okay.
There. Both of those, I wish they were separated.
Oh,
But I
it's
put
okay.
Tuglow and Asterius as the first line.
Yeah. All good. I got it.
So y'all can ruminate on those a little bit.
Oh, man.
But you have both awoken.
Okay.
Uh,
Um. Uh. What do I even do? That's crazy.
I'm coming back from my walk. My ideas are. My head is in a better space. Um, the lingering feeling of the dream has passed, and and only remains the artifact that it feels like something that it really happened to me. I enter into the inn, and as I go up to my room to get my stuff, I I guess I see somebody else coming out.
That's me. I'm coming out.
I'm coming out.
And
And I'll say Samlin is already awake and eating breakfast at a table somewhere.
I'm gonna ask Miss Slow, you had any dreams tonight?
Boy.
Say, man, it's almost like God went on a manic writing spree.
Let me as to say I had a dream would be putting it very lightly. It's almost like I lived through my own movie or my own like
What's a movie?
tale. Yeah. My own epoch.
Samlin looks up with some food in his mouth. What's a movie?
Yeah. I definitely had some things happen last night that were almost felt like a vision per se.
A vision, you say?
Yeah.
I've I've had a dream myself.
Do you want to talk about our
It
stuff
was
at the table? Maybe let's get some food.
yeah, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're right.
And y'all join Samlin at the table and kind of flag down the waitress, and she gets you some
Some grub.
refreshments. And
Yeah.
as I don't know what we've yet to determine what you eat if you eat. So
This morning is just gonna be a hot mug of dark oil just to spice me up.
got you. And you're provided with your breakfast and oils and drinks, and Samlin's like, man, I slept like a fucking rock, guys. Oh, hey, real quick, y'all make sure to do your full rest stuff.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Samlin's gonna clear armor slots and HPs.
Same.
Armor. Yeah. Fucking save.
Oh, and I guess
I am
Samlin has a
what?
premium bedroll, so he clears the stress.
What happens if I get full stress? Is that like the equivalent of marking an HP?
Right. Then, like, once you feel your stress, unless they
Uh-huh.
changed it, I'd have to double check.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure it still does if you have to mark a stress and you can't, you mark an HP.
Ooh. Okay. Gotcha. Heard. Okay. So, we get our food,
Mhm.
and I looked at Samlin, and I tell him, before we came here, as was he had stopped me while I was about to walk out, and he had mentioned that he had a dream last night. I also had a dream last night, and he was about to tell me what was going on in his dream before I had suggested we come out here and go get some food. So, as if you wanted to Take it away.
I I was in a dream. In my dream there was more like me, people that I knew. It felt like I was living with them, and there was this band that I apparently was acquainted with, and somehow
Especially.
they called me captain. Somehow they called me captain, and they looked up to me like I was in charge of something. It reminded me the other dreams that I had. If there is any sense of reality in those dreams, if they are flashbacks of my lost time, I went to war in the past. I went to war, and I guess we lost.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Sam was like, well,
Hmm.
I mean, do you think you're starting to remember stuff, or do you think it's a fabrication?
I think that the event of yesterday triggered a response from me. Uh, I've already had the feeling before going to rest that something like this already happened.
Mm.
I think they are memories.
Hmm.
Well, is it good or bad?
I don't know yet, but they are sad memories.
Mm.
They they tend to be that way sometimes. Unfortunately, not all memories can be good ones.
Yes,
Right.
apparently. What about your dream, Miss Lowe?
Um, I had quite the opposite. Y'all may not believe it.
Good for you. More. I want another cup.
um, but I heard this music, and I went to go look for where it was coming from, and there was a circle of people, and there was this one person who was just shining brighter than the others, and as soon as I made eye contact with him, I kind of teleported to the middle of the circle, and uh the person that was, shining real bright had basically told me that they were uh a fey god, and they told me a story of someone from roughly 200 years ago had the fey god's blessing, and they were supposed to kind of help move certain pieces of the world to a better place, but they kind of lost their way, and they have been just looking for their own power. Um, and it kind of makes me wonder if it was Jasper, because yeah, maybe he's that old, maybe he's not. I don't know. And he seemed very strong. And towards the end, right before I woke up, the Fey God had asked me, if I want to do certain things for her to accept her a little bit of her power, and obviously, I accepted. And then,
Tuck was like, you said power? Obviously.
yeah, obviously. And so when I had woken up, it was it was like I had this like kind of warmth kind of radiating throughout, right where we had touched, kind of went through my hands and through my body, and it honestly felt like the despair of yesterday was kind of lifted. It was really crazy.
Someone's like, "You touched a god."
A god touched me. I just held my unworthy hand out.
Someone's like, "Holy cow, that's awesome."
And so,
I'm gonna go ahead and aim for Tug's hand, where he, like, I assume he was like showing the hand.
Yeah,
it felt like.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna put my hand on top of his like that, just to see if it feels warm.
Not any different if you've touched Tuglow before. Not any different from normal.
Okay.
Definitely warmer than you, but
I'm gonna go higher on the arm.
whoa.
Hey, I'm gonna slap the slap the hand.
Someone's like, "Well, I didn't dream of shit. What the hell?"
I don't know, something. Roll a d20. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you didn't roll a d20, sir, but apparently that's how we got our dreams, bro.
No, that was just to see who went first.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I thought it was? I thought it was the extent of what you got from the dream.
Oh, yeah, that was a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I have a thing about if I'm gonna spend the time to write it out, you're gonna hear all of it.
Yeah, but hey, I ain't complaining. I'm not complaining.
I complaining too.
That'll be fun though. That'd be an interesting way to do it.
You rolled 1. You go to sleep and you wake up.
Exactly.
That would be so cockblocked.
You go to sleep and you wake up with a bug in your mouth. What?
What?
So the one thing that from the dream that kind of caught me the most is that she had told me to live in the world and spread the songs and tales of the richness of chaos in life while not losing myself. And that kind of makes me question, should I be stripping people down, putting feathers on them, and slapping them on their way, or,
I mean,
it's kind of making me question.
High quality chaos right there.
Right. That is. Yeah, that is. But I guess the thing that worries me the most is like I don't want to lose myself in the pursuit of power, I guess. And so that's where I'm a little worried. I'm a little concerned, but I'll save my
I have the same I have the same feeling with the pursuit of memories. That maybe some things are better not remembered. And that if I do remember them, they will inevitably change the person that I am right now. Well, I guess everybody had their breakfast.
Yep.
Yes. Should we?
I guess we should head to
Amaris'
house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's her house?
Well, I think she went to go get treated.
She did say to her house, which you're not sure of where it is.
We'll figure it out.
Nagpie, I choose you.
Let's take a quick break.
I'm gonna ask a guard.
Just real fast. Right. Just because that was a lot of talking for me.
For sure. For sure.
But we'll just make it 5 or 10 minutes. Nothing too crazy.
Heard.
Go
Sounds
outside,
good.
hit the vape hardcore.
Alright.
Try not to gas up the room. Anyway, okay. Let's do B, mute, and mute. And we're back.
Oi. Yoo-hoo! Yeehaw!
Yeehaw, partner. So I started using a new browser when I'm not doing this, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Is it the one that starts with an O?
maybe. No.
No.
Is it the one that
Oh,
starts
you talking
with
about
an
Opera?
F?
Yeah, Opera.
No, this is I don't know what it's called.
Mm.
UR is like the acronym for it, but it's literally like the most basic ass Chromium browser you can have. I don't even think you can like sign in to Google and shit.
Damn.
But I did that so that way like I can watch a stream while I play a game and it doesn't take all my RAM.
That's super fair.
Which they had other ones that are like based off of different stuff.
Mhm.
There was one and it was like, yeah, this uses like 70 kilobytes of RAM to run. And I was like,
Wow.
what? How does that even play videos and shit?
Yeah.
But anyway. So we have decided to go talk to Emeris, right? Or what are we doing?
Yeah, finding where she lives so we can hit her up with the cues.
Okay.
Finding the nearest guard, heading in town,
Hmm.
looking for the first guard that I see.
You were easily able to find a guard.
At ease, soldier. Flashing my little badge.
Man gets called captain in his dream, and now he's like,
Got that big old head now.
he just kind of looks at you and is like, oh, hello, what can I do for you, sir?
We're looking for Emeris's house. Would you happen to know where it is? We have an
And he
appointment.
kind of gives you like an odd look,
I show him the badge.
and he's like, let me give me just a moment.
Yes, sir.
Stay right here. And
Yes,
he
sir.
goes off for a couple of minutes and comes back with a familiar gentleman in tow. It is the head of the guard that is stationed by the gates to the docks. I don't remember. I don't remember his name.
What?
So, but I remember the guy. So he comes up and you instantly kind of see a look of recognition on his face, and he's like, "So what are you guys getting into now?"
We're here
How
to
you
save the
doing?
world.
To save the world, huh? Well, what he's my guy tells me you're asking where our state leaders live.
Indeed.
So, I guess, like us, you had some encounters yesterday.
Absolutely, yes.
Did you happen to hear about a fight in the square?
Yes.
That was us.
You,
After
you
that
let
fight,
you let the things loose in the square.
we
Oh, you mean you were on our side? Oh, thank you. We
yes,
greatly
yeah.
appreciate it. Our our forces were concentrated down in the docks. It was absolute chaos. And
Not a
as you
problem.
look him over, like you kind of notice like some like bandaging and stuff like around his midsection, and he's kind of keeping one arm really still as if it's injured.
Mm.
But
After the fight,
mhm.
we headed to Emery's office. The unfortunate receptionist. I think you know the girl. She has been killed.
Oh, good. Yes, I heard there were a couple of casualties within Emeris's
And
office.
I get closer to him, and I kind of whisper into his ear. Emiris has been severely wounded. As we came into her office, the head of the jagged knife, Jasper, was in there. He trapped us in place, and before we could do anything, shoved the dagger in Emiris's shoulder and vanished, taking with him a book about demons that we found earlier, a few days ago.
Um.
As Emeris was, yeah,
Oh no, go ahead. Finish.
yeah, as Emeris was being freed by the guards coming in and us, she told us to meet her at her house come tomorrow, so she can debrief us on what happened to her. Because as you well know, Emeris is a very powerful person, and you probably know that more than I. And her being so violently wounded doesn't bode well for the future. And she felt she had to explain to us what was going on. And you're probably gonna get the rundown as well at some point. But that's why we need the direction to her house.
And he just kind of has like a shocked look on his face, and he's like, I'd heard about, what happened. I didn't know that it was. I didn't know all the details. Yeah, let me. I'll show you the way. And
Thank you very much.
he's like, just give me a moment if you don't mind. And he like tells the one guard, he kind of says something to him, and he runs off and comes back with another guard, and the three of them lead y'all to Emeris's house, which is up in the same area as where her office is. It's a little more like off the main center fair, like where the office is. A lot of the businesses are, like back behind, or like where the residential houses are. And it's a nice home that you would expect from someone that's leading a
Got
country.
some money.
But it's nothing like gaudy, I would say. A lot of like ocean iconography. It's very beautiful. But it's still, kind of fitting with the theme of the city, the stone on the bottom, the wood on the top, being in that upper level. On the west side is, it's a finer wood and things like that, but not like you walk past some of them and you're like, oh yeah, that dude's a total doucher, like 100%. But hers isn't that bad. But as they arrive, the captain of the guard kind of steps up and knocks on the door, and a lady comes and answers the door, and is like, yes, can I help you? And he's like, these three here say they have an appointment to speak with Miss Emeris. If you could make their presence known and make sure that's okay. She's like, oh, absolutely. She shuts the door, and a minute or two goes by, and she opens the door and is like, please come in. And the captain's like, all right, we're gonna stay here. Don't do anything crazy. I know you're not going to, but I have to say it. So, go ahead. And kind of nods, and they kind of get out of y'all's way, and y'all are welcomed into the home. Which, like I said, the inside is also very similar to her office. Kind of like ocean iconography. Real simple, but like elegant design. Not a ton of trinkets and baubles, but the ones that are there are like tasteful and well made. She has like well made furniture, which isn't exactly a common thing. But the lady, I guess presumed housekeeper or whatever, leads you through like a hallway into a bedroom where she like knocks on the door and she's like, Maris, these they're here to see you and speak to you. And Amaris is like laying in a bed, like she's all bandaged up and has her arm in a sling. Her face is like swollen from, you can tell she was like beat on. And she's like, Sylvia, leave us. Thank you for your help. Bring us some tea. And she's like, yes, ma'am, and walks away. And Amaris is like, she goes, thank you again for saving me. Even if you didn't get him, you stopped him from, if nobody showed up, who knows? I might be dead. And thank you for, I have to assume you helped in the city when the attacks happened. So I thank you for that as well.
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
She chuckles. And she, she's just kind of looking at you. She's like, so, I guess we should get to the reason as to why you're, let me tell you what I was able to learn is even though he was interrogating me, and I told him things that I didn't want to have to buy time, but I also was able to get information from him. Essentially, while the terror attack was a thing of its own, they used the opportunity to get to me to procure information. As I'm sure you know now, that was Jasper. He was... He came out of nowhere and subdued me, and then just began to extort whatever kind of information he could from me, particularly relating to some first era artifacts that are, ancient and powerful things. He was wanting information on these, as I've over the years done plenty of study on things like that. And then also he was questioning the political relations between the current countries, of course. Between the states, wondering if relations are good or not so good. Trying to gauge out, I guess, how unified we are. He did slip up at some point and mention the group that's not the Jagged Knives. He called it Zenith. And also he made mention of Z, which, the letter
right
was from this Z person. And he kind of, alluded to them being the ringleader of it all. But if you're... Oh. Sorry. My wife came and got a diaper.
You good?
You good?
Let me say, Z's pulling all the strings. He's like, if you're still willing to help in this endeavor, which I feel like you're, you know, how do you feel about the current situation? Are y'all wanting to help? Or is this too big for you?
That's what she said.
God damn it.
How we're obviously willing to help Lady Emeris, but we were wondering how can such a powerful being such as you be not outsmarted, but how did he got the jump on you? Did you have any idea? Do you have any idea?
No. I mean, I guess you're not expecting it in the place you go every day. And bro, you're so immature. And also, you know, this was as I was a little frazzled as I saw plumes of smoke and screams, and you know, I saw my city that I'm sworn to protect starting to burn. As I was about to go and attempt to help, it kind of blindsided me. And there wasn't much I could do at that point.
Do you know anything about a spell that would immobilize human beings? I don't know if you remember this, you were probably unconscious, but when we entered your office, Jasper was here waiting in the shadows, and we were immediately immobilized, unable to speak or move. Do you know anything about such a magic?
I don't personally have access to something such as that, but it can be done, of course. It can definitely be done.
Do you know a place in this world where one searching for that kind of knowledge would go to fetch it?
You would just have to find a advanced magical practitioner who studies those types of things.
Keylong being one of those places?
Keylong is a large city. It's like, you know, it's very possible somebody would have that power there. I would say Thistlebridge, and Tiri, he dabbled in things like that, and he knows me and the Arcanist. But that's about all I would know on something like that. You just have to find someone who could teach it, and you have to be able to learn it. And something like that seems awfully powerful, and there are certain things in this world that sometimes, you know, maybe they made a deal with something greater than us.
Well, I guess that if we want to help, and I probably talk for my comrades here as well, we have a long way to go. So we might not be able to go after Jasper, and you are probably well aware of that, but if you have any lead for us to pursue...
Yeah, I definitely wasn't about to turn around and say chase after. And actually, that's what I had mentioned.
You still have your sense of humor.
Thank you. And that's why I said he was inquiring about these artifacts, and I sent him hopefully far enough away for now so we have some breathing room. The artifacts I sent him towards were in the wildlands to the southwest. So if anything, he'll be headed that way, because that was the main reason he came here, it seems.
What kind of artifacts was he looking for?
These are artifacts from the First Era. They are imbued with, raw divine power. They're very strong, and I hated to tell him the location of the two, which, nobody knows the exact locations, otherwise they would have been taken already. And they may have, who knows. But I sent him in a direction, and I was running out of faraway places to tell him. But luckily you showed up. There's still 3 more that I know of, and there are plenty more beyond these 5, but as far as the plan, I think the best option is to still head to Keelong. Though from what I've been told, the boat that I had chartered for you is no longer an option, and with the docks being in disarray, it'd be weeks before you could head out. So you might just need to take the journey by road.
Yahoo!
And also, I would recommend, if we're going to tackle something as big as this Zenith group, maybe some of the artifacts could be found by you and used for our side. The 3 remaining that I know of that I didn't tell Jasper about are they're the elemental gauntlets, kept by the Elema in located at the top of Keelong Peak in the village of Breeze. You see that in Samlin. Samlin kind of perks up. And he's like, Elema, like the Simia village? And she's like, yes. And it's like, oh, okay. She's like, there's also the scepter of Emus, located deep in the vast forests of Elundris, and Hismir's plate, which is thought to be in the rupture in the northern territory of Northgard. I can acquire a map of the whole Confederacy for you, just so. If you don't, do you have one already?
I only have a map of. Oh, it's in equipment.
I think you have a map of
the
Fortune's
Chorus Confederacy.
Well, I think you have a map of Fortune's Coast, like
Yeah, Fortune Coast. No.
Oh, I wrote down as an item. Name is map of Chorus Confederacy. That's the only thing that I know. Or that's what it's called.
Because I put in Discord. I don't know if you remember, because you went to get a map. And if you go to maps in Discord, it's on 4.7. I sent that one that was like cropped.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's the one that you got. But regardless, gotcha. She's gonna give you one, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, gotcha.
She's gonna hook you up with one. She's like, I can, get you a map. It'll be hard, but I can try to get you with a little, try to get you a little bit of coin for travel. And of course, equip you with a.
Don't worry about the coins. Keep them
no.
for the town and the reparations. No, Miss Slow. Not today.
I'm broke. I have no coins.
And Amaris is like, I insist to help you with your travel, because it costs money, So
Thank you, Emeritus.
it can't be a ton, but I can definitely have some pulled because you are right. A lot of it is going to have to go to the issues that are going on here in the city.
Do you have any potions?
No.
Damn it. Okay, that's fine.
Just make some Bakadono sushi desu.
But she's like, I can get you a map and horses or a cart if you'd rather have a pulled cart. Whatever you decide, we'll get it taken care of for you.
Miss Emeris, I was wondering, do you have a mean to convey money to another part of this world without having the need to carry the gold? Is there such a thing that a person as yourself would use to exchange for currency in faraway places?
No. Just hire some good bodyguards to escort it.
Okay.
Can I ask
I have a plan.
What was the third artifact that you named, and where was it located?
Hismir's plate, thought to be deep in the Rupture, and that is in the northern territory of Northgard.
Sounds like something I could put on myself.
Kind of sounds like maybe everybody has a piece of gear.
That's crazy!
Oh my gosh! How did that happen?
That's awesome! What a coincidence!
I'm gonna get all
I mean, depending on the... You gonna get none. You got Beatles. Get on.
Fucking Beatles. Actually,
I mean,
Samlin's
depending
getting
on
Hismir's plate.
Yeah, and actually, I'm getting the gloves.
Yep.
Depending on like where the map is and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Emeritus, do you think that we should go after the artifacts first, or should we head to Keelong first? What would you recommend us do? Because and the reason why I ask is because I do have concerns for Keelong because Jasper called me by my name, and he also knows of my family. So what would you suggest us do? I don't want to put too many
Keelong is
emotions
going
into it.
to, which, emotions are important. Why else would you care enough to help?
Well,
But she's like, Keelong is going to give you more information on what we're up against.
okay.
Or that's my hopes. And the artifacts are the tools to do what needs to be done once you get the information you need.
Gotcha.
And actually, Breeze is quite close to Keelong. So you could even do, two at one time.
Okay.
Missy Maurice, would you happen to have in your library a volume of the story of this land for the past like 500 years?
Yeah.
Would you mind lending it to me so I can study it?
Sure.
Thank you.
All of a sudden,
Also, do you
as
know
you
any-
realize you can't read, no, I'm just...
Oh, don't worry.
I was never able to see. It was a lie.
Imaris, I have a question for you. Do you know of the god of the Fey people? Um,
Yeah. Um. Yes, I've heard about. You know.
Emis, Emis,
Emis. Yes. Yeah.
Emis.
I've heard of her.
Um, do you know of anybody that may have been blessed by Emis, or maybe
No.
Emis has looked favorably upon?
Um. Not that I know of. Emis is often the patron god of many bards.
Mm.
Um. As you know, like a she looks favorably on those who chronicle the chaos of life.
Right. Oh my god. Holy shit. What if it was Zandifer and then he had fucked some shit up towards the end? Oh shit! Wait a minute! Yo!
Miss Maurice, do you happen to know a place called Elliot's Tower?
Yes. I know Iliad very well.
Can you point it out on the map, please?
It's right there on the part that says Iliad's Tower. It is marked on the east side, kind of northeast corner.
I see. Put on my little spectacles.
Yeah.
That's that
if you go
part
to
of
Discord and maps, Forest Confederacy
see.
final PDF, that's y'all now basically have access to that.
You put it on Schmeppy too, though.
It is on Schmeppy, yeah.
Yeah. So we now have access.
You
like, our
basically have
characters have it.
the whole map, yeah.
Okay, cool. Fuck yeah. So that's the rupture. Wasn't there a dude named Thistlebridge that you just told us about? And Tiri, yeah, Thistlebridge and Tiri, yeah.
Thistlebridge, which you would have known, like you'd know about Thistlebridge because you would have walked, you would have journeyed over it to get here.
Here, yeah.
But it's just a massive bridge created by giant trees that have grown from the sea.
Oh.
The bridge itself is close to, I said that might be wrong. I mean, it's like 20 miles long.
Wow.
It is huge.
Yeah.
And it is solely owned. It is not part of a state. It is solely owned by a mage named Antiri. Hormog is his name.
Let me write that down. Antiri Hormog?
Pormog. Pormog.
Let me tell you
Emiris
something
tells you
about
that
this
as well.
mage.
What's
He knows his ways around wood. That's for sure.
But and she's like, yeah, Antiri and Iliad are both members of the Cabal. Along with
They're part of the Big Five?
or not the Big Five, the Cabal.
Oh,
with me and the Arcanist.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, hold on. I need to write that down. Tiri.
Imaris,
Yes.
do you know anything about this? I show her a broken compass.
Where'd you get a broken
Does it seem
compass?
familiar to you?
Oh, is that part of your character sheet?
Mm-hmm. Something I've taken from the...
She's Give me 1 second.
One.
Head ass.
Wait, why do you have the compass again?
I don't know. I was born with it. Apparently, I was reborn with it.
Give me 1 second. I got you.
Yeah.
I just gotta
No.
pull something up.
Namu Abida Butsu.
She says. She says.
Vamos.
Namu Amida
If I could find the stuff, there it is. Yep. Because this is a homing compass. It does appear that this one is broken somehow. Awfully hard to break a magical item. But typically these are in pairs. Like it's basically two compasses that only point to each other.
that only point to each other.
So mean to find the second compass, to find each other's.
But I mean, if it's broken, you can't find the other compass.
It could possibly be fixed.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not something
Can you fix it?
It's not something I'm terribly versed in, and no one here would probably be able to do something like that. Someone like Iliad
So
could fix
it's a magical
for sure.
item.
Ooh.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh shit.
Who?
Yeah,
Iliad.
Iliad could fix it. Do you not know who that is?
No.
Oh, Iliad is the creator of lakes. He's
The creator of me.
well, assumedly, yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah. She kind of chuckles. She's like, I assume you could say yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. That's a pretty big news drop there.
I said shit was
I
gonna.
know.
I said shit was about to pick up, bro.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
This is a lore dump episode.
I'm for it. I'm for it. Iliad.
You said Ilias.
Iliad with a T.
Iliad.
Creator of Clanks.
He's like, yeah, his
Allegedly.
tower, he's been there since way before my time. He's been there a long time. But he has, it's a massive bronze tower. And inside it's basically a city of people like you.
It wasn't a dream. It was a memory. For sure.
Get your Saruman, the old white headed.
Who's Saruman?
It's this
Mislo-
guy. It's this guy in some studies that I've had. It would have been a wonderful joke back home. My apologies, Emeris.
Samlin's like, oh, did you hear that? She
Okay.
called you a sorry man.
Yo, Jesus, that was good.
But Amaris is like, yeah,
Well.
that do you know how old you are?
No.
Hmm.
Do you know how old I am?
No, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
But maybe you'll be fairly close. Not super close, but I the biggest thing is we need to make it to Keelong and find out what's going on, because if we can get a sense of time frame with how soon or how not soon things are happening. He did seem in a rush to get these artifacts, but I'm not sure the timetable that the enemy is working with.
The enemy.
But if we can find out what they're doing exactly, which maybe it has something to do with summoning, demons.
Okay.
But
Now
that's why Keelong might
young
be a good
ladies.
place to check.
Before I let you rest, is there anything that you could tell us about Antiri Pormog?
Antiri's just he's just a he just practices like druidic magics. Very powerful. He created Thistlebridge.
He created it?
Yes.
Wow.
He grew the trees up from the ocean and connected the two pieces of land. It gives him quite a position of power in the Confederacy as well. As he's, what is his place is the connecting point between the Old Kingdom and the Golden Hills, and of course us here at, the Fortunate Coast.
Wow.
But again,
Okay.
like I said,
To Keelong.
we'll get you a little bit of gold, and some stables. If you just want to stop by the stables outside the city, I'll make sure everything's kind of ready for you. What would you rather have, a cart to travel with, or I guess it's a little more substantial shelter, or would you rather just have like horses?
I say horses.
I say cart.
Uh-oh. All right, roll.
Well, I guess
Well, hold
we
on,
can do
hold
the
on.
best of both worlds.
Let's just roll for it.
Oh, okay. What are we rolling?
Let's.
I have a,
Well, if you go ahead, if you have an idea.
we take the horse and we take the cart.
Well, you have to have the horses to pull the car. But it's basically
Yes,
like
but those are different kind of horses, right? Like pulling horses and riding horses.
right, kind of, yeah. The main issue isn't necessarily the type of horse as much as it is the burden that the horses have to carry. Because generally with a cart, you'd have to. You are very heavy. Generally with a cart, you'd have two horses that are pulling a cart. Whereas if you each had an individual horse, you could go much faster.
Oh.
But you don't have a utility thing.
I guess let's go for the cart.
Well, I mean, we got two people over here that are money bags. We definitely gonna need something to
Yeah.
put our coins in.
Samlin's
So
that's a good point. Maybe that would be helpful for
I mean, me over
carrying some
here,
of our stuff.
broker than the Ten Commandments over here. I'm just saying, I ain't got no money.
But anyway, Amaris is yeah, I'll have all that ready for you at the gates, as well as an allowance, if you want to call it that. Since if you'd rather it not be called reward, but an allowance to give you some resources, you know.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Because at this point we are, you know, I have other folks doing other things, but I feel like this journey kind of started with you guys. And so I'm counting on you now.
Well, look no further, because as long as we breathe, Jasper will see the day that he gets clapped. And it's gonna be by my hands.
That's good to hear. Get him once for me.
Oh, don't worry. We gonna get him good. He gonna have a feather and everything.
But do y'all oh my god. Do y'all have any other things to add? Or like, do you have any other questions you have for Emeris? If not, we'll move along.
Were you able to figure anything out in the demon book? Because he took that back with him.
Actually, thank you for reminding me. Because the DM thought about this a lot in his car rides this week, and
yeah, buddy. I'm out here.
It is some. I'm actually glad he took it.
Okay, yo.
That book was vile, and nothing good can come from having it in your possession. The inscriptions in the back, the spell that they had, it's not quite the same as like a simple summoning of the creature. It can also weaken the boundaries between planes, and yeah, like I said, I wish I would have destroyed it before he took it, but in the short time I had, I was able to, with that and actually a little bit of the demon blood that you provided, was able to get started on a rudimentary banishment spell.
Oh.
And she like he kind of points and she's like, grab that over there, and it's just like a little scroll on a side table. Tuglow, she kind of points it out for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk over there and pick it up, and she's like, that you can use that to cast the incantation. It's rudimentary at this point, but maybe you can have a crack at improving it yourself. And you open it up, and it's just kind of the, you know, all the instructions and things you would need. Basically, you can call it a scroll of banishment. And as of right now, I'm gonna say it's just it's an action to use. I'll send it to you later.
Yeah, no worries. I just gave myself like a small little description for it already.
Essentially what I'll probably let it do is like once a day, you'll be able to make a spellcast roll against something from the demonic realm specifically. And if you succeed, it will banish them back to their home realm.
That's fucking awesome.
I will probably put a penalty on it in the beginning, and if you wish to work on it and refine the spell, because she basically kind of, you know, she had literally just a few days.
Right.
But it's very impressive that Emeris was able to come up with this in just a couple of days. It's like, that's kind of the
fucking
first,
crazy.
like, besides her, like, just like recognizing and knowing magic things.
Mhm.
This is like the first where you've been like, oh shit, she is really good. Like she's possibly a really strong person.
Yeah.
But we'll give you I'll give you the full details of it and stuff. Like I said, it might be less than once a day. It might be like once a week or something. I have to like play with it.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, this is super cool because this is this is Tuglow's first downtime activity, like that I can like work on. So like I'm super excited for this. This is super cool.
I will say I'm probably going to increase downtime activity points required from what we have been doing. Just because honestly, there's going to be a lot of traveling going on. So like technically you could
We're gonna
like
have a lot of downtime.
Exactly. You could just downtime and like have something complete when we're not actually progressing any story is kind of cheese. So
heard. Fair.
But anyway, we'll get all that straightened out later. It doesn't matter right now.
Right.
Dude, I'm glad you said something about the book. I totally forgot, and I've been fucking like I thought about that like a whole night one night.
I was
like,
waiting for it.
I was like, I gotta do something. I don't want Tuglow summoning demons. I gotta give her something else cool.
Dude, that is actually like such a cool like
Well, I'm trying to give you the option
thing.
to do. You have, your choices now. You could technically still try to do the other stuff, but
yeah, no, fuck that. This shit's way cooler. Yeah. I'm glad that we kind of lingered here because it let me kind of think about everything else.
And she's like, y'all can take the blood back as well, Tuglow. It may help you in trying to improve the spell because you can practice on the blood itself. There's not a bunch left from my testing to craft the spell, but the way things are looking, at some point you might encounter another one. Just you might want to get a little blood from it so you can continue to practice and improve the spell.
Okay, heard.
Take a jug from it. Juggler, and we're gonna take a fucking jug so he can practice.
Yo, that's super cool. Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
But anyway, anything else?
I am very sorry to inform you that your secretary has been killed. If you weren't aware.
Yeah, already. I was aware. Which on another note, she did have your furs dropped off. From what I'd heard, she had talked to me about it. She did have them dropped off, so
let's go.
The state's gonna take care of the bill. But of course they won't be ready for you could actually I would check tomorrow before you head out. If to see if they're completed.
Okay.
Because it's not too many. From what I would, which I'm not a tailor, but to make cloaks is a more simple task, I would think.
I would strongly agree.
But is there anything else anybody has for Emeris before she gets her rest on?
No. Samlin, you got anything for Emeris? Been awfully quiet over there, partner.
All right, y'all gotta give me a second.
Yeah. Take your time, partner.
Yes, sir.
Mute myself, unmute y'all. Okay, what was happening?
We were basically about to leave Ameris because
Right.
nobody
has any
anything
other
else that they could
questions
think.
for.
Yeah, unless
Um,
Samlin had something. That was the last thing that I had asked, but
no, Samlin doesn't have anything.
then yeah, I'm all out of questions, so I am good to venture out and prepare.
Cool.
How much gold is she giving us?
You don't need to worry about it. I'm taking
She
care of it.
didn't. She didn't specifically mention.
You just hand it to me, Amaris. I'm the treasurer.
As you leave, Samlin's gonna be like, maybe we should go get some, like, chests for gold and stuff.
Well, I have a better idea for myself. I need to take a quick tour in town. Hello.
Okay.
Oh ass. Oh ass.
Shut your mouth.
I hope you don't find anything.
So what are you? What are you looking for in town?
First, I go to the bank. I exchange my remaining coupons for 3 bags of gold.
Okay.
And then
Easy
I
enough to
go
do
look
so.
for a. Thank you. I go look for a jeweler shop.
Okay. Samlin's gonna go with you to the bank at least, and I would like to do the same. Also, at the bank, they have gold chests, which are just like, smaller chests that hold up 1,000 gold. Samlin's gonna buy one of those as well.
Okay.
So if anybody else needs one, that's where you can get it from.
How much do they cost?
50 gold. No, not 50. Fucking 10. 10 gold for a wood chest. Yeah. A handful.
It's a little more reasonable. Yeah, because
Mark a handful.
And do we create a custom one or no?
No, at this point you would click the thing next to chest, or like next to bags, it says chest. Basically click that, and that means you have 1,000 gold plus whatever's in your bags and handfuls. Right, you don't need to worry about that right now.
I'm broke.
And Samlin's also gonna suggest that if anybody else exchanges their gold and gets a chest to put it in, that we should take the stuff out of the, what's it called?
Invisible chest?
Right, whatever it's, the one that obscures what's inside.
Yeah.
Sam was gonna be like, oh, we should take that stuff out and like we can keep that on our person, and then we can put the gold and goods in the chest.
In the invisible chest?
Right.
Perfect. Well, I don't have the invisible chest. I don't know who does. Unless it was on Yabatu's cart. And we just never picked it up.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, I'm just trying to get 500. Do. 3, 2. Chest. Okay. A jeweler. Yes, there would be a jeweler. You ask around, and people eventually point you in the direction of. You walk up and ask someone, and they're like, are you looking to purchase jewelry, or are you looking to have jewelry made?
Purchase.
Purchase jewelry. There is the Shining Stone in the west part of the city. And then also, Sea of Wonders would have some, possibly for a good price.
I'm gonna go to the first one.
Okay. That's going to be like in the west part of town, like where Amaris lives, and like all the nice offices are.
The fancy shit.
Right, it's the fancy part of town. Or I would say this is kind of like not quite up in the higher part of town, but in that northwest corner where the dude that's doing your bear pelts is. Like kind of like on the bottom of the hill on that northwest side. We'll say that's around that area is where
Okay, bottom of the hill.
what did I say it was called? Shining Stone?
Yes.
The Shining Stone. Which is a befitting name for a jeweler.
Yep. All the other names in every other place are gonna suck.
You know what? That's okay. Because that's not what I'm here for.
Oh my gosh, why is this one so stupid? You enter the establishment, and you are met by a elven woman.
Expected. Fancy shit.
As you walk in, she just kind of just looks over and nods. You know, doesn't really say anything beyond that, but acknowledges your presence.
I walk towards her. Good day to you. I stumbled with my words. Apologies, my lady. It's been a rough few days.
She's like, it certainly has. What can I help you with?
I am looking for investment stones. Would you happen to have valuable stones in your warehouse that I could purchase?
Possibly. May I ask what you're purchasing them for?
I'm purchasing them for investment purposes. I would like to be able to have a gem that is available in this part of the world that is not necessarily available in Keelong, for instance.
Well, I will say a lot of the gems that we get come from Keelong. As there's a good amount of quarrying and digging and things that happen in that part of the world. But any specific reason
Would you happen
why?
to have any? Would you happen to have any magical items?
No. This is just adornments.
Adornments.
Yeah, just
very well,
stuff
very
to
well.
look pretty
Mhm.
and finely crafted as well.
Ah. Well, I thank you for you answering my questions.
Okay.
It appears that I will not find what I need here.
Well,
You have a good day, my lady.
you as well.
Fuck.
Bro, what do you want the gems for?
He wants to
Don't worry about it.
instead of having
It ain't your story to tell. It ain't your story to tell.
But
You
like
know
the
what?
reason I
I'm
had
glad you didn't find that shit.
the reason the character asks you why is because I would like to know why. So I can like try to give you. I want to give you what you're wanting.
I understand. I'm looking to exchange my gold for a gem
Right.
that I could have as a form of currency, so that I don't have to carry a chest of gold.
Okay. If you would have explained that to the shopkeeper, she would have basically it would have went on to how long are you wanting to keep the investment, and basically you're gonna lose money doing that.
Yeah.
If you're okay,
it's okay to lose a little bit of money, but
it may not be a little bit. It may be a lot.
Yeah, but it's not gonna work out because if the stones are coming from Keelong, then they're gonna be cheaper over there. So gems are not gonna cut it. So
Right.
I'm gonna have to find another item.
And generally, unless like you're buying from the source, there's going to be a markup on it.
Yeah.
He just didn't want to take his gold with him everywhere.
Right. But that's part of it.
I'll find a way. It's okay.
I'll find a way to make sure you can.
I've actually.
I'm just kidding.
You would be a real hoe doing this.
I'm just kidding.
I don't even know what Port Fortune is well known for its trades because it's a middle town.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't really have any kind of industry itself. Its only business is really exchange and commerce.
It does a fair amount of like timber.
Yes, but that's from Oaken and far north, if I'm correct.
Well, Oaken is a part of like the state that Port Fortune is in.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Mm.
But like as far as Port Fortune itself, there's not. It's like mostly like simple farmland and stuff around to just provide food for the massive population. But they generally aren't producing anything. And like Keelong isn't where people aren't mining in the city of Keelong. It's like outside of the city.
Yeah.
Like Port Fortune's exports would probably be like food and timber.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it looks I'm gonna have to carry that gold for the upcoming future. It's okay.
Do you want to get a chest?
I'm just gonna put it in the invisible chest.
You're just gonna throw the gold in the invisible chest?
Yeah.
Okay. Because like I'd said, that you could fit 2 chests of gold in the invisible chest if you wanted to have a separate chest of gold.
Oh yeah, but
because like the chests for the gold are kind of smaller, and the invisible chest is a little on the larger side. Not like large, but it's about the size of 2 of the smaller chests.
Okay. Well, I guess the 2 that have a decent amount of gold should use the chest, and the remaining
that's kind of what I was
broke,
thinking. Yeah,
should
who's
just,
a broke bitch should just
walk with nothing in his.
Yeah.
It's okay, because when I start creating potions and fucking make my money, y'all ain't getting none of it, and y'all gonna have to pay a premium on my potions too. Y'all talking that smack. Yeah.
You can chug your potions up your ass.
And you know what? I'll be healthy while you gonna be over there crippled and lame, broken down little robot.
Dang.
Yeah.
Tuglow shit talking the tank. Is that a good idea?
Hey, you know what? You know what? He ain't the tank the Beatles are. Without the Beatles, he ain't anything.
Rose, was it Shino from Naruto?
Bug dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was his name.
Anyway,
Y'all over here hating on me.
So Samlin has a chest.
Go to the bank, buy a chest.
Okay.
It's only a handful.
Right. Yeah, it's a handful, and you keep that as long as it's in your possession. And
Who
so, like,
has? Oh no, my bad. Sorry.
no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say who has the invisible chest, but
I think
Never
we decided it was at Yabatu's, which also
Yeah.
that's one of those things. If y'all were like, I would have grabbed it, then that's fine as well, because that makes
Okay.
sense. If somebody would have grabbed it and stuck it in their bedroom, you know, that makes total sense.
right.
All right. Okay.
So we'll say you now have the hidden chest with 2 chests of gold inside. One is Az's, one is Samlin's. Is there anything else you need to do in town?
We're getting the bear pelts before we leave.
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Right, which I'm saying like today, tomorrow. Is there anything you want to do
Yeah.
before we leave?
Yeah, we're gonna get the
1, 2, 3, 4.
floats, the bear floats.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 4 pots. Oh, I have 5 pots. Yeah, I should be okay.
Bro, you've been marking them things off?
Yeah. No, I delete them like out of my equipment
Mm-hmm.
instead of like whatever. Like I'll roll the dice, apply it, and then I'll delete it out of my bag.
Okay. All right. Good to know you got 5 potions, though.
How do you know that that's all that I admitted to? I might have more. Don't look at my character sheet. See, like you being all about it. Look at you. Yo, hey, come on, man. Come on, man.
I love this. Bro, you got 3 Wait. Where you getting all these regular health potions?
Better count again, bucko.
You know, before leaving town, I want to go to the casino again.
Okay.
You didn't even play the first time, though, did you?
Yeah, that's why I need to go back.
Oh, I gotta watch this. Can I go to the casino with Az?
Yeah, we can all go to the casino.
Hell yeah! Let me watch this shit.
Last time I went to the casino, I was the only one to actually win money.
I think
What
so,
do you mean?
yeah.
I won. What? No! I won money too!
Yeah.
Yeah, but I won big time money.
Yeah, you won
like
way
that.
more, but you know.
Yeah, that's talent for you.
That's what?
Talent.
Talent. Gotcha.
You know the stuff that you don't have?
I make potions. What do you do? You can't even remember. Okay.
Show me a single potion you made.
Fuck you.
You ain't a potion maker until you actually made the potion. Yes. Make one and then come back. Come talk to me.
Okay, so we have Chip, which is you roll 2d6. You roll a 7 or 12, you win. You can double your bet to add 1d6 to the total. That was 1.
That's the one.
Tamora Spinner was the one where it was pick a number between 1 and 20 or even or odd. If you pick a number, you triple your bet. If you pick even odd, it's 1.5 times. 21, which I think we played that, but I don't like that much.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna do the second one.
You want to do the second one?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 10 gold to buy in. I think Samlin's gonna play 2. 'Cause I do love to gamble.
I'm gonna put 5 handfuls.
Ooh.
What are the 2 colors?
Even or odd.
Oh,
Or
okay.
you, yeah,
It's-
even odd, or you can pick your own number.
Right, it's at 1 through 20. Or even odd, or you can do like 5 on even and 1 on you know, you can put 10 gold on even and 10 gold on number 5 or some shit like that if you want to.
Sounds good.
You can make multiple bets.
I'm gonna put 50 on even.
50 on even. Samlin's gonna put
And
10 on odd. Tuglow, are you playing?
Yeah, let me get in on this.
Okay.
Let me do. Hold on. Let me do 20 on odd.
So 50 on even, 10 on odd, 20 on odd.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The game master in the casino rolls the dice, and it's a 3. That's odd. So that means, what is it? 1.5. So Tuglow, you get
50.
30.
Oh,
You said you put in 20.
Stupid. Yeah.
You get your 20 back plus half.
So yeah,
Samlin gets 15, which is hard to keep track of. As you lose 50 gold.
I'll lose 50 gold.
Samlin's like, let's go
I'm gonna
again.
put a bag on them.
A bag on what?
uneven.
A bag on even.
A bag on even. As you sit the bag down, the guy running the game, his eyes get kind of wide. He's like, Samlin's like, I'll put 10 on even.
Going 20 on odd.
So 100 on even, 10 on even, 20 on odd. And he throws the dice. That's a 6.
What?
So as get your 100 back plus 50 gold. Tuglow, you lose your 20.
All good.
And Samlin gets 15. So Samlin's made 10 gold. Woohoo!
Okay. I'm gonna put 50 on odd.
Oh, okay. I think Samlin's gonna do 20 on 20.
20 on 20? Wow.
20.
Let me do. You said odd. Let me do
Pick a number. Have some balls. Let's go.
20 on even. Suck my dick.
Okay, and I'm gonna put 20 on 12.
Oh shit! Hold on. All right, this is too much now.
Okay.
Three was my limit. Let me get my little notepad out here. First, hold on. I just realized. Appropriate. Tavern. Alright, so the bets were Samlin said 20 on 20. Az said 50 on
Odd.
odd. 50 on odd. Tuglow said 20 on even.
Right.
And then Az followed up with 20 on
12.
12. Alright, here we go. Guy grabs the dice. Throws it. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, it's a 13. That was so close to Az getting the triple. Oh my god. So, but it is odd. So that means as you get 75 gold back from your 50 spent, so you
Sounds
profit 25 gold. Tuglow, give me that money. You lose your 20, and Sam loses his 20.
If I have a bag, right, and I have 0 handfuls, do I have 2 empty spaces now or 1 empty space on the handful?
Hold on, what?
Okay, I had 4 bags and 0 handfuls. How many handfuls do I have marked now?
So if all of the handfuls are marked, that's 9. I guess you would have 1 space not marked. Boy.
Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. That's what I got.
They're a little, yeah, it's a little weird because it's like 9 slots, and then technically the 10th slot it jumps to the next one.
Right. Okay.
All right. And the guy looks over. He's like, another round, big spenders.
40 on odd.
Oh shit. Okay. We give him a notepad.
50 on even.
Okay, hold up. 40 on odd, 50 on even.
I need 20 on 8.
8. Okay.
Gambling time.
Yeah, I was gonna say this just turned into straight gamba. We're just like, hey, let's just fucking fuck this mission, guys. Let's gamble. Any other? He's making the last call for bets. Samlin's like, I trust my GM's dice. I'm gonna do a 20 on 20 again. Last call. Picks up the dice, gives it a shake, and throws it. An 18. So 50 on even. I think that was as.
That was me. I profit
So
25.
you get 25. Tuglow, you lose your 40. Tuglow,
And I
you
lose-
lose your 20.
Yeah.
And Samlin loses his 20. Minus a bag.
Bro, when you said 8, I was like, oh shit! And then you said teen, I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
18.
Um,
I'm
I
gonna
gotta go-
50 on odd.
Okay. Az is getting addicted because he keeps winning. 50
20
on
on
odd. What about you, Tuglow?
20 on odd.
20 on odd. Someone's like, you know what? I'll do 20 on even this time.
You know what? I'll do 10 on
Pick a number.
8.
10 on 8. All right. Last call for bets. And he throws the dice. 16. So you both lose. Az loses 50. Tug loses 20. Samlin gets 10 profit. A handful. And lose 10 on 8. I can't remember who said that. Az, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was I track. I'm gonna do a bag
Shit.
on odd.
Bag on even.
Oh, okay. Bag on odd. Bag on even. And Samlin's like, I'm gonna do 50 on 20. So here we go. Last call for bets. Here we go. I throw the dice. It's a 4. So even wins. So as you lose your bag,
Yeah.
Tuglow profits 50 gold. You can add 5 handfuls. Samlin loses his 50 on 20. I would have gotten 100 gold profit if I would have got that shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. How we feeling? How we feeling?
I'm gonna put 2 bags on the odd.
God damn, what are you doing?
Bag on even.
Okay, hold on. 2 on odd, 1 on even. Samlin, we'll say Samlin is he's just gets kind of wide-eyed and he's like, I'm just gonna watch this one. So 2 bags on odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 1 on even. All right. Last call for bets. Last call for bets. Samlin's like, 10 on 20. 20 we'll do 20 on 20 again. 20 on 20. 20 on 20. All right, here he goes. Eek. Oh, it jumped out. Eek. 15. So as you get a whole bag of gold, Tuglow, you lose your bag of gold.
It's fine.
Samlin loses his 20 again. Dude, that's awesome. Az is gaming right now, dude. Straight gaming.
So it was. You're using the same dice, right?
Yeah. Are you
Bag
like,
on even.
Okay.
are you slowly like trying to average it out?
Bag on even.
I'm trying. Yeah.
Okay, bag on even.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 50 on even.
So what, he got a bag and 50 on even. Samlin's not gonna play right now. A bag on even and 50 on even. 13. So you both will. Tuglow gambling with money she ain't got.
You leave me be. You leave me be.
Hold on, let me look at that character sheet real fast.
1 bag, 5 handfuls. Save your time. Roll the dice.
Well, I already you lost that one.
No, I already took away my bag.
Oh
I had 2 bags before.
no, what I'm saying. Oh, well, you said roll the dice. Are you going again?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh my god. All right. So what are you betting?
Bag on even.
Okay.
How do you say the multiplier is for a straight number?
Straight numbers times 3. So basically, you get what you bet plus that times 2.
Yeah.
So if you bet 100, you'll get 300 back total. 100 of which was your initial buy-in. Basically, profit 200 if you put a bag on one
Okay.
number in.
Okay. I'm gonna put 25 on 25 on 14 and 25 on 5.
All right, hold up. 25 on 14. 25 on 5. Ugly, you said a bag on even.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any more bets?
And no, that's it.
Any more? All right. And he throws the dice. And 11. That's everybody's a loser on that one. Tuglow, you lose your bag. Az loses 50G. 5 handfuls.
Okay. What are the other games? I don't remember. You have the dice where you
There's
roll.
like
You have
one is
blended-
literally throwing dice, which is like you throw 2d6 and you're looking to get 7 or 12. You can double your bet to add another d6. And payout for winning players is 3 to 2. That means if you gave me 2 gold, I'd give you 3 back for winning, I guess. Right?
Okay, and you have to do what number?
You're trying to get 7 or 12.
7 or 12.
Mm-hmm.
And the third game?
There was that one. There was this one. And
It was
then
21.
21, which is
Blackjack.
you roll 2
basically.
d10s. This one's kind of complicated. I don't really want to do that one.
I know blackjack, but
Which, if you want to do that, we can.
you know what, Tug? How much money you got?
5 handfuls. I got 5 handfuls to my name.
Okay. You know, in the land of where I live, we say go big or go home. I'm gonna stay at the table. And as per the aspiration that I got from earlier, I'm gonna put 750 gold on number 20.
Holy
Huh?
shit. Okay. Dude, I
Alright.
really want to roll a 20. Oh my god. So,
Why would you do all of your money on one number?
he probably still has 1,000 gold besides that.
No, we
750.
don't have.
That would put me at 50 gold. Fight and full.
750 on 20.
750 on 20.
Samlin's like, let's see. Samlin's like, it's not a lot, but I'm gonna throw in 120 on 20.
I'm sitting this round out
Oh,
because I don't want to put money on
pussy.
odd to go against y'all. Okay, 50 on odd. I'll just throw the rest of
why
my
don't
money
you just
on
put
odd.
it on 20 like a beast?
Because no.
Do it like a beast, bro. You'll get 100 gold back.
No,
if you
keep
win.
your 5 infos because I matched it to what you had remaining. If you put 50, I'm gonna put it all in.
Alright, yeah, I'll just keep my 5.
I mean, you could still bet on something else if you want to.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna
Okay.
keep, I wanted to keep my 5 edition.
Cool. All right. Any more bets? Here it goes. Dude, I want this to be a 20. You better be a motherfucking 20. You roll 20s all the time. Alright, I hadn't looked yet. Already, I just rolled it. I just dropped it.
No
Oh,
way.
dude. Look, my hands are up here. My hands are up here. I'm taking a picture. Put it in Discord right now.
There's no
I'm
way.
putting it in Discord
There's
right
no
the fuck
way.
now. Right the fuck now, dude. Oh my god.
You did not roll
Oh
a
my
fucking.
god.
No, you're
You
kidding
did
me.
not roll a
Hold on.
fucking 20,
Look,
dude.
my hands are still up here. I'm gonna send it to y'all on Discord, and then I'll show the picture on the camera.
That is not. That is.
Dude.
I don't believe.
Dude. I've got.
No.
I can't even think about how to send this. Holy shit, that was awesome. Hold on, there's that ad.
Is it 20?
Yes.
No, you're shitting us.
No.
No fucking way.
Look.
It's a 20.
I don't know if it'll show up on the camera.
He actually rolled a fucking 20. Wow.
The fuck?
Yeah, GG.
So, hey, you
God,
should.
I've
I
never
told
seen
you. I
such-
told you, bitch. Put that 50 on 20, motherfucker. All right,
Wow.
so hold on. As you get an extra
20.
1,500 gold,
He has 2250 now from that one.
Samlin got an extra 240. So
Wow.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, dude.
Pig. Good
That
luck
was
carrying all
awesome.
that shit around.
Yeah, as you definitely need to do the chest now. Wait, so
Hold
do
on,
you have
hold on.
2 chests
We
now?
have- Hold on.
Oh well, yeah, you have 2,000 just from
Just from that winning.
that, yeah.
Absolutely fucking bonkers.
Dude, I can't. I don't want to touch
So
it.
yeah,
I feel
22,
like it's blessed.
2250. So I got 2300.
2,300.
I got 2,300 gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And whew. I take 300 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I take 300 gold, and I just throw 300 gold across the whole fucking floor. And I create chaos and mayhem for Tuglow to write in his memories, and I think about his dream, and I do this in respect to his dream, so he can have a better connection with his encounter.
And yeah, as soon as you do that, you know, tons of people start to scatter for the coins and go after them.
How much of that can I pick up myself?
Make a let's make it a we'll just make it an agility roll.
Okay.
Reaction roll. I don't need hope or fear.
He's gonna go.
22.
22?
22.
Nice. I'll say, given that you were in closer proximity, you were able to snag a good, because he did say he like threw them spread out. So I mean, I'll let you get 30 gold out of that.
I'll take it. One,
We'll say 40. Go ahead and get you a bonus.
Thank you. Appreciate you, partner.
As you
Thank you very
deftly, with your fawn nimbleness, jump around and pick up the few
Be out
little,
here.
some gold pieces, couple handfuls.
Mm-hmm. I take it.
But it does cause a scene of chaos within the building.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, once all the gold's picked up, it settles back down to relative peace, as it was before. A few people pretty happy that they have a little extra coin to.
Thank you.
Yeah, a few
Don't worry about it.
a few people
I
are like,
spread the
"Oh,
love."
thanks." You know, you hear a couple of thank
I
yous.
stand up on the chair and I open up my arms. My people, I've heard you in this time of distress, in this time of sorrow, in this time of pain. I shall be your benefactor.
Awesome.
That's it. And then I sit down. I'm like, okay, I'm good.
I'm going to. Just want to look at something. Do you have any hope slots open?
Ooh, I do.
You can take a hope.
Oh.
In this dark time in the city, you've managed to bring a little hope and happiness to people that were looking
Let's
for
go.
a
Look at you,
distraction
Baguette.
there at the casino,
I'm so happy.
looking to get their mind off of things, and you made it better for some of them. Even your friend Tuglow, who managed to grab 40 gold, because Lord knows our broke ass needs it.
I ain't even got a bag to my name, man.
But
We still gambling?
Oh, I'm done. Personally.
Samlin's like, I think after a win like that, we should maybe cash out and get out of here.
Yeah.
Turn in for the night and get started. You know, we got a big day tomorrow.
Fair, fair.
We got a lot of traveling to do. Sorry, this music is so high octane. But yeah, is there anything else that you wish to accomplish before the night's out?
I need to sell my body for some bags of gold. Oh, Jesus.
How much? If you get the money, he stays in the family, you know?
All right, I guess we'll end the stream here before this turns into ERP.
Oh, Jesus.
So how?
Fucking gooning with the boys in my ERP session.
Love Mao.
Oh Lord.
But anyway, so you have a night's rest. If there's anything specific you wish to do in the rest downtime, you can.
In the rest
Gonna work on
downtime?
my-
Yeah, like you know, you're having a night of relative free. You know, you don't have anything going on.
Gonna
so-
work on my musket blueprint.
Okay. Roll a finesse roll. Action roll. So I need hope or fear. I do need it.
Wait, bugged out. Not bugged out.
Sure. He rolled a 3.
No, that's gonna be 19 with fear.
19 with fear. So a success with fear. You can mark 3 points.
It's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
So you have now a completed schematic or blueprint for a musket, right? Like a long
Yeah,
rifle,
basically.
like a long rifle
Mhm.
musket. Okay.
Congratulations,
deal.
Baguette.
Tuglow,
Thank you.
do you need to do anything? Are you good?
I need to clear my stress,
Okay.
and then how do I set up the thing that Baguette just had?
What you
Like,
mean?
how do I set one of those things up? Like, I want to work on the scroll of banishment.
Okay.
So how do I set that up?
Essentially for you,
Mhm.
because you're working on improving a spell, I'll allow you to use like your spell casting modifier, which for you is
So-
presence.
Okay.
So you basically just make a presence roll.
Okay.
What'd you get? With hope or fear?
7 fear.
7 with fear.
Yes.
That is 1 point of progress.
Where do I track that? How do I track that?
In
Do I just note it?
journal or
Okay, journal.
something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah,
And
gotcha,
I'll
gotcha.
let you know what your bro. I think I just heard Mario on this tavern track. I'll let you know what the progress is after I think about it for a little while.
Yep, no problem. I just.
But you got 1 point out of the
Right.
way.
Yeah, I denoted that. Thank you, sir. Okay, that's all I needed.
Cool. You have a nice restful night's sleep. Without all the weird dreams this night. Yeah, and the next day comes. You awaken. You have your breakfast. Breakfast? What do you need to do? What do you need to do? Is there anything you need to do? Excuse me.
It's like 27th, and we need to go get the bear cloaks.
Okay.
Collect our bear pelt cloaks and be on our way.
But I ain't getting into that shop. Miss Lowe, you can go.
Yeah, I can go there.
Or Samlin. Either of you. I ain't seen that motherfucker. I'm gonna blast his face off.
Salty ass.
Yeah. What you gonna do about it?
But yeah, Samlin's not going in because obviously I'm not going to RP with myself.
Yeah, I'll go get it.
So Tuglow, you go into what do we call it? Rainy Arraignments, Jockmer. It's the
Yes, that is
proprietor
him.
there, who you've met before, and you come in, and he's like, "Oh, hello," and kind of looks at you, and he's like, "Is the metal one with you?"
No, I travel alone today.
Okay. What can I do for you?
I'm here to pick up the cloaks that were commissioned by Emeris and her company.
Okay. Those were for you?
I'm just here to pick them up. Because she's
Well, I
on bed
thought the
rest right now.
furs looked familiar, but I was told it was for allies of the city. So, thank you for your service, and I have those ready.
Thank you for your service. Very much appreciated. My apologies for some odd, random metal man who we shall not speak of.
It's
My
okay.
sincerest,
It's okay.
humblest apologies.
Not everybody knows some people are more abrasive than others.
Or more what?
As Az walks in the door, he's like, "Oh God." He's like, you should just work on being less abrasive and more careful with your word choice. It may help you in the future, but thank you for your service to the city.
Not a problem.
He was saying that to you too, as.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't mention it.
Yeah. All right, so you've acquired your fur coat or your fur cloaks, kind of like what the people in Game of Thrones in the North wear. Big,
Never seen it, but
well, like the big fuzzy collar, like a big heavy.
That's exactly what I was looking for.
Right, a big heavy cloak.
wonderful.
I would like to know if the big one retains some of its magical properties.
It didn't have any magical properties per se.
It had, in the sense of it reflected it. Well, if it didn't kept it, it's okay. But the big bear, the big bear had a property on him where it reflected magic or something like that.
No, he was just really a very tough enemy. And I was basically just trying to say it's a minor wound.
Okay.
Like I was basically trying to say it wasn't
Sounds
a
good.
very damaging attack whenever like Tuglow attacked him with her scepter or something like that. I think it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it just kind of,
Okay.
you know, yeah, I may have made it sound like it didn't do anything, but it still damaged him. It just wasn't a huge,
It was just like a minor
a
one.
little baby hit is what
Sounds
it
good.
basically is what I was
A
saying.
little hit.
A little hit. And to that note, he's also like, he's like, there was some leftover hide as well. It might make for, you know, comfortable sleeping. And so he gives you like a scrap piece. It's roughly the size that someone could lay on.
I'll definitely be taking that.
Okay. And you can basically treat it like a premium bedroll if you want to.
Oh, perfect! I didn't have to buy one. Yay, because I'm broke.
Bruh. Even your broke ass could afford a premium bedroll. It's
one
literally,
for free.
it's a fucking sleeping bag, dude.
Add custom equipment, right? Or no, not custom.
No, I would do
You mean still
upgraded premium bedroll, and then you can modify the item if you want to. Because I mean, it's literally just an item that's there to be there. Like you have to remember to take the stress off every time you sleep or rest if you want to. But like you can actually edit the item and change the name to like bear fur bedroll or something like that if you want to. If you see how to do that in Demiplane.
I think I did. Yes, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Yay!
Alright, so you get your furs, anything else before you head out? It's here in the early morning of Port Fortune.
I guess that's pretty much it. Do you happen to have any magical items?
You ask Jockmer, the store guy?
I asked Jockmer.
He's like, no, not necessarily. I do have, as a sign of good faith, give me a moment. Let me go see. As he, heads off. Samlin starts stealing everything he had. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Jesus. That would have been funny as fuck.
Let
There
me
must
see
be
if he has
a
anything.
mechanic where you say, you know, I'm trying to steal something, and you roll, and are you getting caught? Are you not getting caught? I don't know.
I can just do all of
I
that.
was just browsing, man. I was just browsing.
Give me 1 second. I'm just seeing if there's anything that he might have.
Yeah.
That would be cool. There was something I had in mind, but I don't see it. They may have taken it out. I don't see why they would, though. It was something... Yeah. He comes back with this, like this dark colored cloak. And he's like, well, I know you just got those. Those may be kind of warm, for right now, as it's, you know, the height of summer. But, this is a cloak, and he kind of pulls it out, and, he's like, it's, basically you can change the color, texture, and size of it if you are able to, if you have arcane abilities. And he's like, well, I have no such abilities, so I can't show you, but...
So, like, you can use it as a camouflage?
Yeah, essentially. It could possibly be used that way. You're more than welcome to try it on and see how it works.
Well, before I taint your very nice product with my lowly metal skin, how much?
This would run you about... say 300 gold.
$100 and we got a deal. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't know if it's...
Look at the name of the thing on Discord. It's called Tense Negotiations.
Oh, Jesus, that's good.
So you said you can change the length, the size, and the texture?
Color, texture, and size can be adjusted by any user with the spellcast
Color.
ability at will.
And it can become anything.
It can't become anything, it can change its color, texture, and size. So, like, kind of like you were saying earlier, you could technically use it for camouflage.
But like, for
If
example,
you were
can
falling and you're like, I make my cloak really big and try to use it as a parachute or something, you know, like, I'd let you roll for that. Like, I think it especially would be useful for hiding, because you can essentially change the color and texture and size.
That's actually not bad of a cloak.
Yeah, yeah, it could be
Which,
helpful
like,
for us.
Samlin's like,
to
can
hide
I try it? And Samlin grabs it, and you see him kind of put it over his head, and he kind of hunches down, and the texture and color change to like a rocky gray, and it kind of gets a rough surface to it, and it kind of looks like a rock.
The Lord of the Ring King.
What?
When they
Oh,
are-
dude, yo,
Ah!
that's so cool. That is cool as fuck.
Some music.
Okay, out of us
How-
three, who would use it the most? I don't think it would be me. I mean, I could, but I just don't really.
It could be useful for the three of us.
Right.
You know, change the size, camouflage us against the wall, on the
right.
grass.
Right. The fact that you can change
could
the
be useful
size,
like
you
that.
could, yeah, you could technically like get in the middle of the two others and like make it big enough to cover all of you. Or it can, everybody, I think all three of us have spellcasting as a trait, so
Yeah.
we can,
Yeah.
any three of us could use it.
You know what? As a sign of good faith, I'll buy it for you 300. Don't worry about it.
Well, I appreciate it. And
Yeah,
again,
you
thank you
said-
for
now
your
we are
business.
squared.
And if you need anything else, just let me know. And I hope you
Sounds good.
have a safe journey wherever the world takes you.
I'll
Oh
take-
man, we are going to need it.
So now I can actually mark my goal. That's good.
Now I can mark my gold.
Must be fucking nice being that stacked.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. You can touch it if you want.
No thanks.
But, Misto, don't worry. I got you.
Oh, I have enough faith in you to use it as you see fit to save us if needed.
Yeah.
I worry not.
All right, so I can add the cloak to my inventory.
Yes. And that is the Chaos Cloak.
Chaos cloak.
It is an item.
Okay.
Oh, it is an item. Nice.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
I put it on, and I roll my my bear cloak in the bag
Okay.
for colder environments.
Gotcha. All right. Anything else?
I'm good.
Tuglow,
Nothing.
Samlin,
yes.
nothing.
No, sir.
All right, and with that, you head to the stables, where you are met by Turt, who rented you your horses before.
Mhm.
You identify yourselves, as the group helping Emeris, and he provides you with, what did y'all decide?
Cart.
Cart?
Cart.
Okay, so 2 horses and a cart. And also hands you a chest of gold.
Oh.
And he's like, he's like, and she asked me to give you this as funds for your travels and such.
All right, so we cannot use this unless we all agree on the reason for it being used. Is that fair? Just because, I mean, unless y'all would just want to split it, 330 each way, we could do that, or we could use it for the group's like in agreement fun type deal.
Yeah, I think that makes
That
We
Would
sense.
can
y'all?
split it. I'm agree with splitting it.
You'd rather split it?
Yeah,
Either way.
but I only take 2 bags, and you can have 4 baggage.
Okay.
Okay.
Samlin will not argue with that.
You ain't gonna hear me complaining.
Yeah, especially
Shit.
not you, broke ass.
You're such a little boy. Shit.
So as it stands right now, both Samlin and Az have a chest of gold in the invisible chest.
Nice.
And then we each have funds on us.
Yes.
And then Tuglow's got
And I
some
also
money
have
out
another
there.
chest of gold under my arm.
So you have wait. So you have 2 chests of gold?
Did you buy the chest?
Which
I assume so.
It's just mark off a handful if you didn't for buying the chest.
Yeah, it cost 10 gold. You had to buy it at the bank.
Now, technically, like the dude Turt just gave you another chest of gold.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
that sounds that's perfect.
so what? You just have a flat 2 chests of gold?
That is incorrect. I have a full chest and 9 bags.
So you don't have 2 chests of gold?
Yeah.
But that chest that we just split, he's probably gonna use for himself. Is
Right.
what I'm assuming.
Well, whenever
Okay.
I say a chest of gold, I'm not necessarily talking about what receptacle you're using to carry your thing. It's more of a unit of measurement it's a unit of measurement which
I
denotes an in-game aspect of you can't carry this with you. So that's
I
what,
have a 1900 gold.
okay, I got you. So
Oh.
you have a chest plus another 900, almost another chest. I
Yes.
got you.
Jesus Christ. Big money.
Cool deal. So with that,
Right.
you get your
Let's find a way
gold, you
to
get your
spend it.
horses, and you set off to head east.
I walk up to Turt
To the
and I
east.
ask, "Do you know the way?"
My God,
And we ride off into the sunset.
Do you know the way?
it's probably like 8 or 9 in the morning, so you ride off into the daylight. But anyway, we'll end it there for tonight.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Good shit.
Dude, that was a great fucking.
I figured we should
Sesh.
have one without
Roller
combat
coaster.
for a night.
Yeah, that was a massive fucking sesh.
Fight sesh, dude.
That sesh.